Welcome to Dark Mist, The Wizard Vanishes. This is a weird... This is like a game I had as a kid. I don't know where it came from. My mom brought it home one day. It was on a Mac. And I remember her saying something like she was getting it for me for like educational. It's like an educational game, is Dark Mist. But it's not like 2 + 3 = 5 educational. It's not like George Washington Carver invented peanut butter educational. It's trying to teach you about like morality or like how to be a good person. Something like that. It's trying to teach you about like self-confidence. We're just going to get into it. I don't remember anything about this game other than that there's puzzles in it. It has a really weird vibe. So we're just going to watch the opening cutscene.
I'm in terrible trouble, and I need your help. I am struggling with the dark mist, but I'm fading away and in danger of extinction. You are an owl magic wizard, and you are the only one who can save me now. Go to my chamber and find the clues I left behind for you. I have left you an owl magic wand so that you can cast the spells you find hidden in the puzzles. My owl companion will be there to assist you in doing what you need to fight the dark mist and release me from my imprisonment behind the stone tiles. Please, help me. Hurry! Oh, thank God you're here. You must help me. I didn't realize that it was still that strong. It's taking all my strength just to fight it. I barely had time to leave clues for you to help me. Oh, I'm fading fast. Please, hurry.
Oh, you have an owl wand. Very nice. Ooh. Hardcastle's trapped in the stone chamber with the dark mist. We have to help him. I'll come with you. Owls have been fighting the dark mist for a very long time, and we have a trick or two. He's hidden what you need all over the room. We must hurry.
Right. So I guess... I thought that was the cursor. There's something about this music that just gives very strange vibes. I guess this is the wizard's house, and he's trapped behind the stone wall. Is that any kind of stone room?
Try something else.
I guess it's in here.
Try something else.
We got a little bit of vertical mouse look, but other than that, I'm going to try and edit this so that by the time anyone else sees it, this image is blown up to full resolution, but I'm playing as a tiny little thumbnail in the middle of the screen. Help. Whoa. Game objectives. trapped in the dark mist, is in danger of extinction. I don't know what an owl magic wizard is, but... Alright, let's just start looking around. This guy, right beside the stone room.
Facing difficulties leads to growth.
Yeah, so this is what I mean by, like, it's like educational, but like morally educational.
My wing is hurt. Ow! It really does hurt. Could you please help me?
So when you click on any of these guys, they give you like little bits of advice. This wing is hurt, alright? We don't have anything, we don't have any spells, we don't have anything, we gotta do this later. Okay. Pig, what about you?
No, I'm a pig. I'm a very loyal pig. I'm very loyal to being what I am, and that's a pig. And in addition, I'm very loyal to truffles. And in fact, could you find me one?
Oh, you say truffles? You can get truffle. He's got one of these little glyphs around his neck that I guess goes down here or something. So we gotta get us some truffles. Native American breastplate.
What other people say is not always true.
When things seem impossible, keep trying to find an answer.
What this guy says here is interesting.
When things seem impossible, keep trying to find an answer.
Because I distinctly remember being like a little... When I was a little kid, there's one of these puzzles. It's this one over here, I think. It's the bookcase, wherever that is. This one. You have to like rearrange these. And there's definitely like... I couldn't do it, but if you just keep trying for long enough, it literally just gives you the answer. It just goes like, oh, you tried really hard. You've been trying this for like 20 minutes. Or it just gives you the answer.
Strive for excellence.
That's what I mean about this game is fucking weird, man.
Be as big as you can. Be as big as you
But
can.
there's something about this weird atmosphere with this crazy music and the weird voice acting that just when they say these little things,
Strive for excellence.
it actually sounds a little bit profound to me, you know? This is a sliding
Oh,
puzzle.
the magic tapestry has lots of secrets to reveal.
Now these I can do. I couldn't do this as a kid. There was one of these in Croc, the Game Boy game, and I was so scared of it. It would give me heart palpitations almost every time I got to that point in the game. It was like a little bonus level. But it turns out these little sliding things, there's like a knack to it. And once you know the knack, once you know the trick, you can just do them every time. And at some point, a while back, I kind of just learned the knack to them. So I am actually pretty good at these now. I just did the first row there, 1, 2, 3, 4. But this shit is like impossible. These puzzles are ridiculous when they put them in video games, because if you don't happen to know the trick, you're just like totally screwed. You'll never do it. But maybe this also just gives it to you if you try for long enough. I don't remember. Anyway, there we go. There's the first 3 rows. Now the last row is always a little bit of a B. What are we gonna do? Something like maybe something like this or something? That's not right either, is it? $12, 13, 14. Where am I gonna get the... This wouldn't have to be actually impossible, is it? Is it actually impossible so as to force you to just keep doing it? Is that what's going on? I'll have to check this afterwards. Because I know there's like a thing about these puzzles where if you like 13, 14 are swapped. Where it's like if you just, there are like certain kinds of permutations are impossible to achieve with this kind of potion.
It says you've tried so hard, so it will give you what you need against the dark mist.
That's what I'm talking about. I think that's literally impossible. We'll check the math on that later. So we got an item. We got a little speed run timer going on up there. But that's what I mean, right? It's like educational, but it's not teaching you about like hydrogen and oxygen make water or whatever. It's like, no. It's like never give up. Never surrender. Or what the hell is that? Mr. Spooky? Okay. Owl Cove, I don't think there's anything here, right? So we got items. What kind of items? Music box. And I can use that. Okay, right. Because this is also like just an adventure game where you can like use the music box on the whatever.
Where there's a one, there's a way.
Understanding others helps you understand yourself. Kindness casts a good spell.
Feelings give you information you need.
Russian icon. Like what kind of game has a thing called Russian icon in it? What kind of educational game is it? You know what kids need to know about? They need to know that there's such a thing as Russian Orthodox icons. Like that's the kind of educational game. My mom was kind of a freak a little bit. She was like into Wicca. And I think maybe she thought this game was going to teach me about like Wiccan hippie shit. Wiccan hippie stuff. Sorry to any arachnophobes who are freaked out by that gigantic spider. Let's take a look at his chest.
The wizard keeps lots of secret things in there. You have the combination. Now you have to figure out how the lock works. But you only have 3 times to get it right. This is a tough one.
Oh
Keep
my
your
god.
eye on one stone as you make the turns and see how the pattern works. You will get it. Ooh,
Oh, we have to-
ooh.
We have to get this. Okay, we have 3 clicks and we got to get it into the right. Okay, well it looks like maybe this red has to get... I mean, certainly at some point we're going to have to click this to get the red here. Try again.
This is a tough one. Keep your eye
Right.
on one stone as you make the turns and see how the pattern works. You will
And then
get it.
1,
Ooh,
and then
ooh.
1. There we go. Okay, it was super easy. I mean, I did play this when I was like 8, probably not even. 7 or something. Click on the center studs to move the locked gems into the right positions. I already did that. We got a key. Now we got some pajamas. And a giant pie. Okay, that's enough of that.
Love is a better answer than hate.
Exactly.
Match the contents of the jars to make the potion. Once the rat drinks, he will give you the things you need.
Okay. Is this like match, what's it called? Memento? Memory? What's it called? It's just called memory, isn't it? Weird delay on these clicks. There he goes. Fine. We're getting all these glyphs and they have like different names. That's what's kind of cool. Oh, I gotcha. It's like a binary system. Just like turn these on and off to cast different kinds of spells. It's like Eternal Darkness or something. Okay. I don't remember any of this. I don't remember hardly any. Big Rat. What's up, Big Rat?
Use your heart and your mind.
Sometimes a smile is your best weapon.
I've been helping to fight the dark mist for a long time. If I am going to grow bigger and fight harder, I am certainly going to need something to eat.
We gotta get him a fly, get her a fly. 'Cause that's a girl spider, I want you to know. I'm not really sure what species it is, but let's go back to the bat, right? Because we learned the heal spell. So let's get.
Please, Hurt, could you please help me?
What's the two middle ones? How do I use it? Click the wand, maybe?
Oh, thank you. That's much better. How kind of you. The dark mist doesn't understand anything about being friendly and kind, just about hating and prejudice and being very mean. It has been very mean to Professor Hardcastle and to everyone and everything on the planet. But kindness and helpfulness make the dark mist so angry it becomes weakened. And after so much talking, I'm feeling weak too. If you could find me something to eat, I would feel so much better.
You want something to eat?
Facing difficulties leads to growth.
That is not what a Celtic harp sounds like.
Since the wizard vanished, no one has paid any attention to me. My fur could really use some help.
I want to make a video game that looks like this in 2023. Okay, so this thing wants a comb, right? Or something. We got a bunch of keys. Stone room key. Oh. Big book key. Okay, maybe I should be paying attention to it. Because, like...
Ooh, I don't like it in here.
Oh, Jesus. I don't like it in here either. I feel like I'm about to get jump scared. This is where the professor is locked up. Cast the right spells to release the wizard. I mean, we may as well try the open spell, right? That's definitely pretty creepy. And the way it like warps at the edges, is that deliberate? Or... silicon insectoid.
Kindness is magic. Courage is magic.
What fucking drugged out, fucked up tattoo artist did they get to draw that? Is that Mr. Spooky again?
Positive choices transform you.
Terrestrial tube worm?
Which means moving forward.
Silver goblets. Got ourselves a peach. That'll be for the fruit bat, right? Ain't that a fruit bat? It's like one of those flying foxes or something. Ooh, and there's the brush for the cat. I am blasting through this now. I am amazing at games for 7-year-olds.
That helps a lot. I just couldn't think straight with my fur so tangled. It's important to keep learning lots of new things. One of the best things you can do is to be open to as many different ideas as possible. Thinking them over for yourself helps too. The dark mist just loves ignorance and misunderstandings. and hates people to think too much. You'll need to think well to fight the dark mist. Put the purple peony petals and the mixed beans into the cauldron and cast the binding spell to get the symbol stone of knowledge. Ow. Ow.
What did it say? Put the binding. I love this game. I love that it's like. How many games were there like this? Like these educational. Probably a lot, right? You know what this reminds me of in a weird way is like Christian games or like Christian educational stuff for kids. That's the only other thing I can think of that has this kind of vibe of like we're going to teach you, but we're going to teach you about like life and morality.
The wizard was experimenting with the dark mist. Fear got splattered all over me. Could you please wipe it off?
Fear got splattered all over me. You want something to eat, right?
If you could find me something to eat, I would feel so much better. Oh, yum! And here is my thanks to you, the symbol stone you need to help save the wizard and make the dark mist vanish.
Okay. What are the symbol stones though? Okay, if I go in here, can I now do something with that? Yes, look, it's the same as that, right? Cast the right spells to release the wizard. Oh, okay. Kindness symbol stone. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I thought I understood, but I don't quite understand. Oh, look at this haunted fireplace.
I love these guys. Match the sound pattern that the faces make.
I do remember this, and I remember the way that she says, ooh, I love these guys. I love the voice actress behind the owl. I don't know why, I just find her very comforting. The voice actress behind the owl sounds like a teacher that just like makes you feel good just by being in her presence. You know what I mean? Sounds like a teacher that just like makes you feel like everything's gonna be alright. Alright, let's look at these guys. I think this is just like Simon Says or something, right? Yeah. I wonder whose faces these are. This guy here kind of reminds me of the bad guy from Tron. Whoops.
Give it another try. Give it another try. Pay close attention and copy the pattern.
God damn it, it reset. God damn it, it reset.
Pay close attention and copy
I can't believe I just failed this game for 5-year-olds. So far, so good. Like, is it all the same actor, or are these different guys?
was fun.
Okay. Let's take a look at that cauldron. Ooh, what is that? Wizard's art.
To speak honestly in the midst of lies is an act of courage.
That's true. I can't say that's not. You can't. Nobody can say that's not true.
Magic is everywhere good things happen.
Now the bat or the cat or whoever said to put beans in the cauldron or something like that, right? I'm sure that the truth will be revealed to us in time. Let's just go systematically around the room. Let's talk to this frog.
Looks like a little music would make him start catching flies.
Interesting. Okay, if you say so.
Match the song by moving the singing balls on the invisible staff. When the song is right, the frog will give you something you need.
I mean, how do you guys make music? Oh my god, I remembered the song. Ba, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Something like that. Something like this, I think. Oh, that one's correct, so it's locked in. Okay. Okay. There we go. I don't know why that... okay, he catches flies now, right? And I got the fly, that goes to the spider. Can't talk to the tree frog. It's like an escape room game is what this is like. It's like one of those Flash escape room games. Except it was on CD-ROM.
It's useful to know what your fears are.
It's true.
Useful to know what your fears are.
You know, when I was a teenager, I was deathly afraid of spiders. Like, I would barely have been able to even look at, that's why I mentioned at the beginning. Hope no one's arachnophobic. I would barely even be able to look at this thing. Yeah, okay.
For a long time. If I am going to grow bigger and fight harder, I am certainly going to need something to eat.
It's like this thing, I would have had to like cover the screen almost. I would have like, I remember like screaming for my mother, having like a temper tantrum because I saw like a picture of a spider in a book. If there was a spider in the room, I would like run to the other. It would like ruin my day if I saw any spider bigger than like an inch. And then at some point when I was a teenager, I suddenly got way into spiders. And I just... It was because I saw like... I wanted to buy this pendant that had like a wolf spider in it in resin. And I thought that would be really cool to wear like a spider around my neck. But then I felt like it was kind of a pathetic thing to do when I'm actually deathly afraid of spiders. And I started to research wolf spiders, and I wanted to know all about this thing that I wanted to wear. I didn't even end up buying the pendant. But I had this... I started looking up spiders, and to begin with I had to like cover the screen with my hand. Oh, and the page would load on Wikipedia. I would have to cover the screen with my hand because I would have to like reveal the picture of the spider like one leg at a time. That's how scared I was. But I would like run home from school every day excited to look up spiders on Wikipedia, and I taught myself about like their anatomy and different species. And now I can like identify spiders on sight by speed. So I know this thing is a girl spider is because it doesn't have the male sexual parts that you can see on a spider. It doesn't have the little bulbs on the pedipalp. Whatever, it's a long story. Point is, what the painting said is true. It's better to know what you fear.
It's useful to know what your fears are.
Exactly, Map. That's exactly right. Who the hell made this game? This is such a noble game, you know? What about this spider? Speaking of spiders, the Mexican red knee.
Ooh, this is
I guess he's
you have
not
to
very
get all the books pushed in,
loquacious.
and then they will give you weapons to fight the dark mist.
Now, what is this? Is this one of those lights out type puzzles? Like you push a book in and it toggles the surrounding books? Let's take a look, shall we? Push this guy in? Yeah, it's exactly that. We have to get all the books pushed in?
Ooh, this is some tricky magic. You have to get all the books pushed in, and then they will give you weapons to fight.
I'm not very good at these puzzles. You can formulate these puzzles as a system of linear equations over the finite field of order 2 and just solve them mathematically that way, which is kind of neat. But, you know, try doing that in your head. I certainly was not doing that when I was 7 years old. Ah, fuck. I have no idea how to do these other than to just kind of click on what seems right, you know? I don't know, man. Click here, there's going to be one left. I mean, we know that eventually the puzzle is just going to give up and give me the solution, right? But I feel like we have to pay it the respect of at least trying to solve it. I'm not just going to click on things. So what if I like... Okay, I need to get it ultimately to a situation where there's a cross shape. In case it's not clear to anyone, when you click on a book, the books are arranged in a grid. When you click on a book, that book and the 4 adjacent books in like a plus shape are toggled from either down to up or up to down. And you have to get everybody down. Everybody has to get pushed in. So if I click here, it's going to bring those 2 out. All of those out. I can do that, and that, and that. Oh man. God damn it. How are you supposed to do this without just like sitting down and solving it like an equation? What the fuck? How do people do these puzzles? See, it's like the sliding puzzles. Like you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to fucking do it. Like ultimately we want to get like a plus shape remaining. So maybe I should be trying to kind of do that, for example. What if I was like, let's try and isolate that plus shape? Like that. Nearly. Okay. That. And then I can click. I feel like the books give up after a while. I feel like the books are like the tapestry. And eventually they just let you through. So we gotta persevere. We gotta show a little moral fiber. And it's like, is there any way of actually being clever about this? What if I tried to just, like, I can't clear that, right? I obviously can't clear that, but what I could do is I could do this, and maybe that, and maybe that, and that. So now I've got like a plus shape here, right? Now maybe, because once one is isolated up in a corner, we can't clear it without doing a whole bunch of collateral damage. Damn it. Oh! Oh, we just did it, guys. Boom.
Wow, that was really hard.
That was really hard. We got a cloth to clean the mirror. And we are...
Don't be afraid to be yourself.
Very good advice. Remember that thing? I barely remember what it even is. It's like medicine or something? You have to give it to something to make it throw up or something? Or maybe I was thinking of that.
Making potions is hard work. Keep trying.
There's the mirror.
Please wipe me off. Oh, thank you. Fear makes things confusing. It's clearer now. It always helps to know exactly what you're afraid of. Fear is the dark mist's most powerful weapon. But courage is willing to look things right in the face and see what they really are. Then something can be done. Fighting the dark mist is hard work. You're going to need something to help you stand tall and be brave. Cast your reveal spell on the courage page in the big book of magic, and you'll find what you need.
Okay. So where are we at now, guys? We got most of the spells. This thing does not have multiple pages, so we're missing 2 spells. We do not have the reveal spell yet. We're missing a bunch of items, it looks like. But I think we'll probably find those pretty quickly. Okay, let's go a little bit systematically. Let's start at the mysterious door.
That won't work here. Try something else. That won't work here. Try something else.
That won't work here. Try something else. Shall we try the open spell on the mysterious door? How do you use the wand? Wait, hang on. How do I use the wand? It was working before, and now I can't get it to work again. What?
That won't work here. Try something else.
Okay, what? Alright, fine. I guess we'll do that later. I don't know how you're supposed to use the wand. Oh yeah, and the meter at the bottom right is like measures your fear of the dark mist. It's like the dark mist is like taking over or something. It's I can't remember why I know that. It's like I read it in a manual or something. It's like it's as if I dreamed this game and I just like know things. Okay, fine. Let's start systematically from the stone room and go right. We did the bat. We didn't do the pig. Now the pig wants a truffle. That looks like a truffle to me.
Well, would you please buy me a truffle? That was delicious. That was that. The dark mist loves confusion and lies and keeping things covered up. Loyalty is always a good thing to have in the face of the dark mist. Just remember to be loyal to who you are and what it really is. I was helping Professor Hardcastle fight the dark mist by making this symbol stone, but I can see that you need it to save him, so I'll give it to you. Good luck.
That's also good advice. Remain loyal to who you are. Sometimes I feel like when I'm in like a really anxiety-inducing situation, especially something involving other people, like a conflict or something, or like maybe even something just involving myself, like an illness or something like that. Sometimes I feel like I need to fall back. It starts to feel like I strip away everything about myself and I start to fall back on the one thing, the one principle that I always try to keep doing. This is gonna sound stupid, but it's the one principle that I always try and live my life by, which is I just try and be logical. I just try to not be overcome by emotion. I try to not get irrationally angry. I try to not get irrationally afraid of things that don't really matter. I try to look at the evidence. And sometimes I just feel like when I'm really terrified of what's happening around me, if I can just cling to that principle, it's like the one thing that just keeps me going. It's like the one thing that keeps me sane. So if I can at least do that, like at least it gives me some kind of rule to live my life by, you know, if I can just keep true to myself, just keep true to that one principle that I know I want to live by. Then everything is going to be alright, maybe. Because at least I have some kind of ethos. Thanks, pig. Who's next? Did the mirror, right? We did the Mandarin tassel. We did the Russian Orthodox icon. We did not give.
Been helping to fight the dark mist for
we did not give the fly to the non-specific female spider.
I am certainly going to need something to eat.
It does look a little bit like some kind of Phenutria species, like a Brazilian wandering spider or something in that era. I'll give it that, but I'm not sure, honestly. Like a ctenid or something. Dude, take the fly.
My goodness! What a delectable fly! Very fresh and juicy! That will help my growth into further wisdom and insight! Aiding the wizard to combat the dark mist takes a lot, believe me! The dark mist does not like fresh and juicy. The dark mist likes to tear things down and make things ugly, and hates anything that grows or changes or does things differently. Growing and changing makes the dark mist very angry. If you cast your transformation spell on the right plant, it will give you a symbol stone to use against the dark mist.
Thanks, spider. Makes non-specific, possibly Brazilian wandering spider, whose venom is known to cause priapism. Okay. Shall we just continue, or shall we go back? Because obviously we're supposed to go back to the plant and use the transform spell. I vote that we continue to the right. And guess what? Your vote doesn't count for shit around here. So...
Ooh, this is where the wizard keeps all his notes. It would help a lot if we could get it open.
Oh, we have the big book key, so...
How exciting. Owls love information.
Ooh, look at that. Whoa, we found an ingredient. Cool. Alright, there's some Greek written in the background. That's a thing. I thought that was a picture at first. Guess what's happening? We're gonna read this whole book. The reef jar. This type of mist is one of the worst of all. I found it in East Africa from the Ik tribe in the dark mountain jungles of Uganda. Owl helped me with the spells and potions to strengthen the wand, and we got the broom to increase its speed and agility. Then, on the 9th day, a great white gorilla told us the way to the village of the Ik, terribly plagued by the raft mist. Its people cowering in fear, as though from some unseen force. Typo from all the way in 1996 or more. Even though it was midday, it seemed dark. I could see that the fear was causing the Ik to suffer miserably, but I was finally able to persuade one poor farmer to give me some directions. This is almost like a cosmic horror, like a Lovecraftian kind of a vibe to this game's lore right now. As I chanted a spell, skipping the circle with the wand over my head, a great light came forth from my owl wand and made a glow over the village. The villagers danced in happiness and freedom they had not had for such a long time. I got to the broom I had hidden and headed into the sky. The darkometer indicated that the reef mist was rising from a dark, wet, and cloying waterfall. It was hard even for my good owl wand to keep the dark mist away. But I swooped down, scooped some of the reef mist into the jar for further study, and it became apparent that facing fears was one of the only ways to overcome the terrible reef mist. And I had to do precisely this, even to examine its terrible power to make people helpless across all the continents. This reminds me of another classic piece of children's moral education, which is from that movie and the book. But from that movie, The Never-Ending Story. And there's that scene in the Swamps of Sadness where the protagonist, Atreyu, who had green skin in the books. They didn't give him green skin in the movie, cowards. And Atreyu's horse gets caught in the swamps of sadness, and it's sinking. And Atreyu says, "No, Artax," or whatever the horse's name is. You have to fight it. You have to not let yourself get sad. You have to not let yourself get overcome by sadness. But Artax just can't do it. It's too sad. It's too miserable in this god-awful black dark swamp. And it just gives up on itself, and it just sinks and it disappears, and it's traumatizing if you're a 6-year-old watching that movie. And I think about that relatively often as to how well it captures the experience of depression or anxiety. I mean, it's a simple lesson, but just that direct visualization of the idea that it's just like this thing that you have to not let yourself get sucked into. It's just like this water level that you have to not let rise above your head. You just have to fight to stay above it. And it's always trying to submerge you. And you just have to know how to kind of keep it below the neck, you know, so that you can still breathe. Facing fears is one of the only ways to overcome the terrible reef mist. One of the worst of all. The Fadukayusar jar. I found this particularly nasty type of dark mist in a dark, deep cave on an island near Madagascar. Owl helped me understand some language from a lemur tribe sadly affected by the Faduk mist, and I was able to collect some of this type of mist even though it swirled away from the light of my wand, and I became temporarily jealous of Owl's power. Huge lore drop. Owl has specific magical powers. The light from the wand chased the mist into a small pocket in the cave wall where I was able to get some into a jar and bring it home to try to understand it better so I could vanquish its terrible influence. In studying the Faduk mist, I could see that it was a potent countering force to growth and development. That it was resistant to anything that changed and grew and became more than how it started out. I knew that the danger was one of the greatest retardant forces abroad in the world, and that I must continue to seek other forms of dark mist to see what I could do to eradicate it throughout the world. I put the jar in my secret laboratory and began to explore its meaning and what things could fight against it and others of its ilk. Schnurek jar. Owl was very happy after we came home with the second jar. The owls had fought the dark mist for so very long, and now we were beginning to get vital clues. She showed me how to use the wand's crystal orb to view distant places, so I could scree into the crystal and seek more concentrated pockets of dark mist. The Darkometer lit up near the Pamir Mountains of Tajikistan, especially Mount Samanid, looming 23,000 feet into the sky. Abu, a Kyrgyz magician, and an old friend had set up his Kilbitki nearby, so he could stay in the area and fish, and I visited him to see what he knew. He lent me his wonderful singing camel, and after a treacherously steep ascent with the singing camel, Gimli, we reached the edges of a great ice sheet. The Darkometer led us up to a peculiar grotto formed by sheets of ice. It was lit by a sinister glow from reflected sunlight, and inside it seemed like the fantastic facets of some bizarrely cut diamond. The reflections were so confusing that I was immediately lost. I had to use my inner sight to move through the chaos and confusion. I managed to collect some of the terrible Schnurek mist in a jar amidst the terrible screams of lost souls, but I was lost and feel Schnurek mist all around me. It was hard to concentrate, but when I did, I heard Gimli's voice raised in song. In the camel's voice, I recognized the essence of knowledge and the essential need to keep my thinking clear. This allowed me to finally break free from the slimy pools of mist and get back away from Abu's campsite and home with more of the mist to study. Now I like to think that's a little bit about what I was telling you about before. About how maybe in the throes of confusion, you just have to cling on to your one real weapon, your one real asset, which is just reason. Because at least that's fixed. At least that's static. That's the one pillar of stone in a raging, stormy ocean. That's the one thing that never moves, is reason. At least it's objective, at least it's fixed, at least it has rules. At least you can always swear by it. When you're overcome with emotion because you're in conflict with someone and you're angry and you don't know what to do, you want to push back, you don't want to be taken advantage of, you want to fight, but at the same time you don't want to overdo it, you don't want to be cruel. At least you can try to just be a logical human being. And if you can at least walk away from the situation telling yourself that you did your best to think with your head and not with your heart, to think with your brain on ice, then at least there's that. At least you kept your thinking clear, and you broke free from the slimy pools of the mist. The Schnorek mist. That's how I'm deciding to pronounce it. The Ilgu jar. Now it took Professor Hardcastle 3 days and a huge breakfast to recover from this particular journey. And I know I worried Owl a good bit, particularly when I began to strobe out of visibility. That sounds a lot like what he's been experiencing lately. It had been too much for me, and I was experiencing trans-existential luminance, the loss of selfhood reality caused by excessive exposure to the dark mist. Any of you ever experienced depersonalization? That sounds a little bit like that, or derealization. That feeling when you're very anxious or depressed, that you kind of feel like you're dreaming or something. Like you're looking through the whole world through the bottom of a Coke bottle. But there was more to do, so fortified with owl pellet tea, I really hope that's not the kind of owl pellets I'm thinking of, prepared by Owl, I continued my search, and in my reading, went to the land of the Winnebagos in Wisconsin. Excuse me? Isn't a Winnebago a kind of caravan? Anyway, they were noted for a powerful medicine dance against the dark mist, and Lake Winnebago showed up on the darkometer as having strong concentrations of Ilgu mist. After my screeing, I fell into a deep sleep and dreamed of a dark marshy wood cloaked in a poisonous green mist, with tall, thin trees twisted like weaving snakes. A large black wolf spoke to my mind, labeling the dark mist as Ilgu. We flew to Wisconsin and found the strange swamp. The wolf was not there, but peculiar misshapen boulders that resembled twisting, ugly faces and deformed body parts poked up towards the terrible Ilgu mist. I sang an old Winnebago power song as the wand put forth a great swirl of light, engulfing the jar, so that it dropped from the owl's feet into my hands. We broomed back to my chamber at the greatest speed possible, but the extreme exposure to so much of the dark mist put me in jeopardy, and it took many ministrations from Owl to keep me from vanishing altogether. In that lonely place, I had become vividly aware of the necessity of human contact, and of the need for kindness and care in the face of destructive hatred, prejudice, jealousy. But it was difficult to hold on to what I knew to be true and real. Kalizm jar. By this time, I was terribly affected by the accumulation of dark mist. I was even cursing Owl and mistreating my other animal companions. Owl kept me going, but just barely. But I knew that I had to have at least one more sample, and shaking with fatigue and invisibility, almost transparent, I screed until I discovered where I must go. Owl and I set forth for the glistening green river amid the red carved canyon walls of southern Utah. At a location where the darkometer all but went off the scale in its proximity to a small diner in a tiny desert town. The diner was filthy on the outside. I felt a terrible shiver down my spine as I opened the door. Dust was everywhere. It looked as though it had not changed in years, another typo. The red-seated stools patched with grey duct tape, the grease-encrusted grill and green formica counter, and the coffee pot dripping nameless ooze down the sides. The neon lights were so coated with grease and tobacco smoke that the only light they shed was a sickly glow. But it was the bald man in the spotted t-shirt that was the most disturbing. He emanated something indefinably terrible, and his eyes were blank yet vile at the same time, sightless and yet filled with something unspeakable in its terror. I could see that if there were any values worth having in the world, this man was not going to be interested. He had lost any values and any sense of real self long ago. He beckoned towards his pot of the daily special. Even without consulting the darkometer, the reek of colors of mist poured out with the steam. I asked the man to fill my jar, not seeing any other way to get a sample of this terrible potion. I waved my wand back behind my back and circled quickly over the jar as the man ladled it full. I clamped the lid on it and put it in my pouch. But then the room began to pulse with the dark light overcoming all luminescence. Everything went black. I took to the broom with Owl flying beside me, and I reached my chambers, but I was fading fast. And I have just finished burying hints and clues everywhere I can, so that someone can hopefully come and find me. And I have sent Owl out to locate just the right young owl wizard to help him save me. I am vanishing fast, and I am terribly afraid that the dark mist will come and... There you have it. Now you know the truth. Are we motivated yet to rescue Professor Hardcastle? Let's keep moving around the room, shall we?
Look in the desk. The light spell you need is in the desk.
The light spell I need in the desk. Well, how do I open the desk? What's that key? Desk key. Well then. That seems pretty straightforward. There's the light spell. We got all the spells. Congratulations, me. Congratulations, us. That's all a bunch of perfume, a random knickknack. I mean, let's just appreciate this for a minute. Are these photos? Are they renders? If they're photos, where'd they come from? If you're making a game like this, are you good? What are you going out and buying perfume bottles? Are you photographing compasses? Are you photographing letter openers? What is this? What is that? Who drew that? Who drew that gold-ass pen? Is it rendered? Is it rendered in 1995 3D rendering software? By who? Was it bought? Was it from a stock image collection? You know what I'm saying? Who makes a game like this? You got anything to say for yourself? I guess not. Still missing a bunch of items, aren't we? But at least we got all the spell. Unless there's a spell down here. I think there is, isn't there? We're missing one spell. Okay, we did the bookcase. We did the map. The map is just text. We did this. We did the wizard's art jar. We did the cat. We did the Celtic harp. We did not do the plant. Now, the reveal spell on the plant, isn't it? Yeah. So let's take a look. How do I use this? Doesn't work, guys. Maybe it's not that plant. That's some kind of succulent. That's some kind of succulent. It reminds me of one of those chicken and hen and chick plants. I used to have one of those when I was a kid. Now, what other plants are around here, though, you know?
Sometimes a smile is your best weapon.
Everything all these guys are saying just sounds so mystical and important.
Magic is everywhere good things happen.
Think about the things. Think about the things that matter to you. Think about the things that matter to you.
That's your homework. When's the last time you did that, for real? When's the last time you just sat down and thought about the things that matter to you? Can you even give me... Think fast. Right now. What are the top 3 things that matter to you? Right? I don't know. I don't know either. I couldn't tell you. There's your homework. Figure out the answer to that question. Now, what is... Mr. Spooky? Hey, Mr. Spooky. It's true. It's true what Mr. Spooky said. I don't know, man. I'm a little bit lost. We're missing a bunch of items. Like, how is it possible that we're missing this many items? Look at this. A bunch of runes and a bunch of whatever's. We got some mixed beans. Now that reminds me of something. Okay, we're supposed to put the mixed beans in the cauldron, aren't we? So we're gonna go to the cauldron and we're gonna drop the mixed beans in. That's what we're gonna do. What? Did the cat not say to put the mixed beans in the cauldron? Let's go talk to Mr. Cat, okay?
Put the purple peony petals and the mixed beans into the cauldron and cast the binding spell to get the symbol stone of knowledge.
Purple whatever. Purple peony petals. And then the mixed beans. Very important. That you get the order right. God, that's beautiful. The spell of binding. What? It is the spell of binding, isn't it? There we go. Had to click in the right place. That's the stone of what? Knowledge. I still don't know what I'm doing with all these symbol stones, though. Do I just have to get all of them, maybe? And then it'll just automatically work? Now what about this plant? Alright, I'm gonna go talk to a few people again. Okay, you guys don't mind, right? I just need to refresh my memory a little bit. What was going on with that?
If you cast your transformation spell on the right plant, it will give you a symbol stone to use against the dark mist.
Transformation spell. Should we try it? Try it again, because apparently the hotspots can be a little bit finicky. Yes, that's it. Okay. It is a hen and chick. I remember they do that. That's what attracted me to them when I was a little boy. Was the way that they grow like this. These plants. Just look them up, okay? Okay. I wish this song... What is so powerful about this music? It's like a 5-second loop. So what is so powerful about it? I wish I could like isolate exactly what's so mysterious and profound about this music and expand that into like a 10-minute track. Maybe I should save the game. I was just thinking about like the day in 1995 or whenever when somebody had to render this. You guys think they did it in 3D software, or do you think they just used like warp tools and warped this texture in 2D software? Like 1995 Photoshop or whatever. Now where do you think they got this font? You think they got it on the internet? Could you get fonts on the internet? No, they obviously paid for it. It was from some kind of commercial font pack or something. Where were you in 1995? I think I was in kindergarten. Anyway. What are you missing? We're missing exactly one knowledge. This is really exciting, guys. We're almost done with this game. We're just missing one knowledge stone.
This is a tough one. Keep your eye on
I
one
already
stone.
did this. Is there anything obvious that we're missing? Pig already gave me his knowledge stone. He had it around his neck. Killed the cat. We already did what the cat said. Haunted fireplace, we did that. We did the cauldron, we did the wizard's art, we did the song. We did this, we did that, we did that. Speed demon green. Okay. Still can't talk to the Brachypelma smithy up there. Brachypelma hammer, as I believe you're supposed to call them these days. Spider... whatever. Quartz crystals. I'm a little bit at a loss, guys. I'm gonna tell you, I'm starting to become defeated by this game for 5-year-olds. What spells we got? Knowledge, binding, loyalty. Alright, let's start here. Let's go to the right. And let's talk to everybody that we've spoken to already. Okay. Pig we already tried.
What other people say is not always true.
Be as big as you can.
Chinese orchid. We'll do the chest again, just in case.
Keep your eye on one stone as you make the turns and see how the pattern works.
Nothing here. There's nothing here, guys. Okay, lab table already did.
Use your heart and your mind.
Making potions is hard work. Keep trying. Match.
Cast your reveal spell on the courage page in the big book of magic. Then you'll find what you need.
Thank you. That was what I was missing. On the courage page in the big book of magic. Is this the big book of magic? The courage page. Which one is the courage page? These books just talk about different kinds of dark mist. What do you think? It's a good thing we read them all. The reef jar. And this one is about fear, facing fear. This sounds like courage to me. Shall we try a quick little reveal spell? Looks like I can. Oh, there we go. That is the weirdest interface.
Oh, those symbols, stone of courage. I had forgotten how powerful it was. That should get the dark mist running.
I wonder who that woman is. I wonder what she looks like. That woman's voice makes me feel deeply nostalgic. Well, we have all the simple stones. We take another run at the dark mist. What do you think? Cast the right spells to release the wizard. What about... This is kindness, right? Well, okay, this one is growth. This one is courage. Maybe not. I thought maybe the names of the stones corresponded to different... This one is knowledge, and the knowledge spell is that. Which one is that? That's through the bear's claw. Still no. I don't know what it is they want me to do.
Try and see things for what they really are. Courage means moving forward.
Dude.
Kindness is magic. Courage. Kindness is magic. Courage is magic.
Knowledge is power.
We're still missing a bunch of items. Maybe there's more that we're supposed to do.
be afraid to be yourself.
That won't work here. Try something else. I can see pretty good, but you probably can't.
Use the open spell. Let's try the light spell, shall we?
I don't like it in here. Collecting those. I just wish he'd been more careful. Why, I remember when... Oh, I better not tell you that.
So this is the famous dark mist. Use the symbol stones to vanish the mist.
Are you sure you know what you're doing?
They are.
Sorry?
Are you sure you know what you are doing? Are you sure you know what you are doing?
Nobody is good as they are.
Do we have to, like, learn from the book which symbol stone to use? Let me save the game real quick, just in case it's a Sierra situation. What do you guys think? I'll never be as good as they are, is what he said, if you couldn't hear. Growth? Surely growth.
That key won't work here. Try another one. That key won't work here. Try another one.
Perhaps not. Courage?
That key won't work here. Try another one. That key won't work here. Try another one. That key won't work here. Try another one. Key won't work here. Try another one.
Okay.
Nobody is good as they are. Change is too hard, so don't bother.
That key won't work here. Try another one. We spent a lot of time collecting those. I just wish he'd been more careful. Why, I remember when... Oh, I better not tell you that. Are you sure you know
so lucky. I hate you. You really don't feel that way, you can't. It's the way we always done it. It's good enough.
That key won't work here. Try another one. That key won't work here. Try another one. That key won't work here. Try another one.
Use the symbol stones to vanish the mist. That's what it says.
Are you sure you know what you are doing?
Nobody is good as they are.
Master Jar Key.
We've got you at last. Prepare to be vanished. Good job. We're one step closer to helping the wizard. Your spell is more powerful. Maybe powerful enough to remove one of the binding blocks.
Interesting.
Change is too hard, so don't bother.
Change is too hard, so don't bother.
We've got you at last. Prepare to be vanished. Good job. We're one step closer to helping the wizard. Your spell is more powerful. It may be powerful enough to remove one of the binding blocks. Ooh, don't do that again. Are you sure you know what you are doing? Are you sure you know what you are doing?
Whoa, that was really bad. That's not what I meant to do.
You're so lucky. I hate you.
You're so lucky, I hate you. I'm thinking kindness. What are you guys thinking?
We've got you at last. Prepare to be vanished. We're one step closer to helping the wizard. Your spell is more powerful. It may be powerful enough to remove one of the binding blocks.
Wait, I messed it up.
It's the way we always done it. It's good enough.
We've got you at last. Prepare to be vanished. We're one step closer to helping the wizard. Your spell is more powerful. It may be powerful enough to remove one of the binding blocks. We've got you at last. Good job. We're one step closer to helping the wizard. Your spell is more powerful. It may be powerful enough to remove one of the binding blocks.
Okay. Have we saved Professor Hardcastle now?
Oh, good. Good. Maybe there is hope. I left enough spells. If you can just find them. Hurry! Hurry!
Oh, he looks terrible. We have to hurry.
You must hurry. I can't hold out much longer. What's that? Oh no, it's found me again. Quickly!
Ooh, I can't stand seeing him like that. We have to find more clues. I can't stand the dark mist. We have to help him and be extra smart about it.
I'm almost gone. There's one more spell. Get the final spell and cast it. Save me!
Ooh, I can't stand seeing him like that. We have to find more clues.
Thank you. I could have been in an eternal struggle with the dark mist. Oblivion. I didn't realize that it was shadowing me, stealing the owl magic all this time. It was too strong for me without your help. Thank God you got that wand and saved me. You're going to be an incredible wizard. And that wand of yours is a very fine model. I didn't think anything could save me. But you did it. You and that owl magic wand. I'm afraid it escaped as you released me. But if we beat it once, we can beat it again. We'll be smarter next time. Thank you so much.
You can live in the world of magic, the world of creativity, possibilities, and wonder. All of you are wizards if you believe it. And every time you use the magic of kindness, courage, loyalty, growth, and knowledge, you are casting spells against the dark mist, helping the world of magic to come alive.
This has been Dark Mist, The Wizard Vanishes by Emerald Forest Toys and Pathworks Interactive. If you watched this whole thing, thank you for igniting the memory of this forgotten 90s game in your neurons for another few minutes. Giving it another few moments of existence in the history of the universe. What an odd little artifact. Wouldn't you agree?